Hello everyone, Palumbo here. Before we start the video, you're innocent until proven guilty. Video we're doing today in the case of Madeleine McCann, we are going to ask the question, how could Matthew Oldfield go down to the reception and notify those in reception that Madeleine had gone missing before he actually knew Madeleine had gone missing? All will become clear in this video. This is Jenny McCann's 10th of May statement. According to the McCanns, they arrived at the tapas restaurant at 25 to 9. Jenny McCann did his first check at 9:05. Matthew Oldfield did a check at 9:30. And here's what Jenny McCann tells the PJ with regards to his wife's check. Half an hour after Matthew Oldfield's, supposedly. Jenny McCann. Half an hour later, without anything to signal, it being 22:03, he turned to alert Kate that it was time for her to go to see the children. She immediately made her way to the apartment by the usual path, she having entered by the rear door. About 10 minutes later, he started to worry about her lateness, and at that moment he prepared to stand and to go to see the reason for her lateness. Kate appeared running, completely distraught and crying, saying that Madeleine had disappeared. So here you have Jenny McCann telling the PJ that at 22:03, which was 3 minutes past 10, he alerted his wife that it was time for her to do the check. At 22:03, folks, 3 minutes past 10. When she did the check, Jenny McCann tells the PJ it was 10 minutes later he started to worry about where Kate was, his wife. So 10 minutes on to 22:03 is 13 minutes past 10, folks. Nearly a quarter past 10. Jerry tells the detectives that he was about to leave the restaurant to go and see where Kate was, and as he did so, his wife appeared in the tapas restaurant, distraught and crying, saying Madeleine had disappeared. That was at 13 minutes past 10, folks. Take that in. Jerry tells the PJ she left at 22:03. She was in the apartment for 10 minutes, which is 13 minutes past 10. She then returns to the restaurant around a quarter past 10, folks. So Jerry McCann is telling the PJ that it was around quarter past 10 before Kate McCann informed the group, as well as her husband, that Madeleine had disappeared. Bear with, because I am going to show you Matthew Oldfield's rogatory statement. So here you have Matthew Oldfield's rogatory statement. He's asked by the detective, 4078, when the alarm was raised, what did the group do, including yourself? Matthew Oldfield tells the detective the following. Fiona, I think, asked me to go and phone the police. I actually went down the route where she would have gone for the nursery drop-off, which is back to the main reception. Essentially, I went down that route looking for her at the time, and I asked the reception to phone the police. And that must have been about 5 past. It's difficult to know what time it was at the time, but maybe about 10 past 10, 5 past 10, 10 past 10. The detective is taken aback and replies to Matthew Oldfield, quite quick then. So folks, you add that to Jerry McCann's 10th of May statement, folks. It means that Matthew Oldfield went to the main reception around 10 past 10, 5 past 10, before Kate McCann had raised the alarm back at the tapas restaurant. Now, can you see what's wrong with the case of Madeleine McCann? That's why I make the videos, folks. Because the police should be doing their job and actually try to establish the actual chain of events. I've shown you Jerry McCann's 10th of May statement, and he tells the PJ that at 22:03 his wife left the restaurant to go and check on the children. It was 10 minutes later, which is 13 minutes past 10, folks. Jerry McCann starts to get worried as his wife has not returned. He was about to leave the restaurant when his wife entered through the reception and shouted that Madeleine had gone to the group. That was at 13 minutes past 10. So it was 13 minutes past 10, according to Jerry McCann, before Kate McCann raised the alarm. So Matthew Oldfield will be sitting at the table at 13 minutes past 10. But here you have Matthew Oldfield's rogatory statement, and he's asked by the detective, when did you go down to the reception to phone the police? And Matthew Oldfield has gone down to the reception, he says, around 10 past 10, maybe 5 past 10. And that's before he even knows that Madeleine has gone missing, folks. It doesn't add up, does it, folks? If you have Jerry McCann telling us in his 10th of May statement that his wife never entered the tapas restaurant to raise the alarm until 13 minutes past 10, and then you have Matthew Oldfield telling the detectives that he went down to the main reception to inform the reception that a girl had gone missing, and the time he says is 5 past 10, maybe 10 past 10. does not make sense, folks, because that means Matthew Oldfield is informing the reception of Madeleine's disappearance before he even knew that Madeleine had disappeared. Makes you think.